Hi guys and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Yolanda Melody. Today's video is going to be a cautionary tale about how one of my best friends got scammed by a photography studio. I was quite hesitant about doing this video because I don't want to get sued or anything. This photography studio is an actual business, but the way in which they work is so immoral. In my opinion, this is completely and utterly scammy behaviour beyond belief. But technically, I suppose you could say that they are delivering a product. So let's all get our tea. So a little bit of background. My friend, I think we're gonna call her Tiara. Because I like that name and I don't know anybody else called Tiara. Tiara is a really sweet girl. She's very trusting. I feel like people take advantage of her better nature. She's probably one of the most kind-hearted people that I know. She's one of those girls that's absolutely gorgeous, but she has no idea just how gorgeous she is. I personally believe that she could be a model, but she works a corporate job and she's gone down that path. Anyway, so she goes on a lot of these Facebook groups and she enters a lot of these like competitions and stuff. I personally despise Facebook. Like, it's just disgusting. She came across this photography business, and for the sake of me not getting sued, we're gonna call them Ellie Monsoon Photography. So she saw this post from this photography page advertising that it was a competition to win a photo shoot. And they were basically asking people to comment down below why they think that the photo shoot would benefit them. Now, at first glance, you would think to yourself, well, yeah, that makes sense. The studio is obviously looking to help someone who wants the shoot the most. I personally found this to be quite a manipulative tactic, and you'll see why as we get into the story. My friend left a comment basically saying that the photo shoot would really help her confidence-wise. She wants to feel beautiful, she wants an opportunity to be able to look at herself and just feel confident, and said that she's got insecurities towards her body and the photo shoot would just do a lot for her. Something that she said in that comment must have just been a light bulb to these people. But then again, you could also think to yourself, well, Tiara is very beautiful. They probably looked at her and thought, wow, we could take some really good shots of her. Another thing to note is that this photo shoot was a boudoir shoot. In model terms, to me, that means glamour or classy glamour. We're talking lingerie, and if some girls feel comfortable, they can do implied nude. And when my friend told me about this initially, because of my past with the modelling industry, all the alarm bells were ringing. I was thinking, oh my god, she's won a photo shoot with a complete stranger. We don't know who this person is. Are they even a real photography studio? Whenever it is to do with glamour shots or lingerie, I always think the worst. And then I found out that the photographer was female, and then it kind of calmed me down a bit, and I thought, okay, you know, maybe this person isn't a mass murderer. So obviously, because I'm very heavily into the creative field, I love photography, and I used to do modelling, my friend obviously asked me, you know, can you come with me? I did try to deter her away from it because I just thought, nothing in life is free. Like they say, oh, you've won a free photo shoot. But then I asked her, well, are the pictures gonna be for free? And because she has had no experience with these type of scams before, she was like, I don't know, probably. So reluctantly, I agreed to go with her to the shoot. It was in an area that I am familiar with, that I don't really like this area. It's quite icky, but I could see across the street that this was an official photography studio. They had big canvas pictures in the windows. They had kind of like a bougie aesthetic, but for some reason my intuition just kept saying, there's something not quite right about this. I don't feel safe. I just feel like something dodgy is going on, but I couldn't quite put my finger on it. We arrived at the place, there was some people in the waiting room, and the photographer's assistant came downstairs and said, make yourselves at home, you can have a drink, blah 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 blah. I turned down the offer to have a drink because I'm paranoid and I was literally just like, this person's gonna poison me, like they're gonna kidnap us, like no. So I was just there like sipping on my water, wishing I had a cup of tea. Ooh, tea. And I need to stress this now, right? My friend invited me to come with her because I keep an eye on things, you know? I make sure that no one exploits her. I kind of feel like our friendship dynamic is that I'm like her guardian angel, and I'm always the one to turn around to her and say, no, don't trust that person. They're gonna scam you, or they're gonna lie to you, or just stay away. The assistant came downstairs, invited Tiara to go upstairs and have her makeup done, and the assistant said to me that I couldn't go upstairs with her. And I could see in my friend's face, she was like, no, please come with me. By the way, just to interject here, this is before 2020, okay? So there was no distancing rules or any of that shizzle. The reason why I couldn't go upstairs was because the room that they were doing the makeup in was that small that I literally couldn't fit in. So I waited downstairs and I was kind of just looking around, went on Instagram. Finally, my friend came downstairs after about 20 minutes. Personally, I think that that is very quick for makeup application. I mean, when I'm getting ready to shoot a video or something, I usually take about an hour and a half. When my friend came downstairs, she wasn't really the biggest fan of the makeup, but I said to her, like, literally, as soon as you got the lights and the camera, like, anything goes. Like, seriously, guys, if you saw my face in natural daylight, you'd literally be like, ugh. I literally just trowel the makeup on. Like, my friend said to me that she felt like the makeup was so rushed. Like, you know how we say full beat? Literally, this woman was beating my friend's face, and it felt like they were just trying to slap this makeup on and get her downstairs. We sensed this vibe of they just want to rush people in and then rush people out. Finally, it gets to the stage where she's about to do the photo shoot and my friend is starting to get nervous. I went up with her to the changing rooms, we got her ready and stuff. I gave her some of my clothes because I'm just a lovely person, really. And luckily, I was actually allowed to come in with her while she was doing the shoot. So we go into this room, there's this huge expensive looking lighting setup. I must admit I was a little bit jealous. The photographer was a woman and so was the assistant, so we felt moderately safe, and I had a brief conversation with the assistant and mentioned that I used to do modelling. I wouldn't say that there was a friendly atmosphere, but I wouldn't say it was hostile either. It just felt very detached. Like, there was no element of creativity going on. I've worked on music video shoots, I've recorded music and done photography and all of that jazz. And it's always a vibe. Like, I'm used to collaborating with people and there's just ideas like sparking like one after the other. But because this was a professional studio, they literally had the same structure for every single person that was coming in. They knew exactly how to pose my friend. There was no opportunity for new ideas or anything like that. They knew exactly what they were doing. They would literally take probably 4 shots with one type of setup and then immediately move on to the next, do another few shots. In total, I would probably say they took about 40 photos for the entire shoot. Now, normally when I've done a photo shoot in the past, you're looking at more like 200 to 300 shots. You know, there's a bit more care and experimentation going on. To me, the whole experience just felt very generic. But like I say, these people were trying to run a business. So the shoot was completely finished within half an hour. I have never in my life been to a photo shoot that lasts half an hour. To me, that is insane. But granted, you know, they've got a lot of nice equipment and they clearly do this all day long. So after the shoot, my friend got changed and we went back into the studio to speak to the photographer and the assistant to book a viewing. Now, this is something that I pull my friend up on all the time. Whenever I'm suspicious that something is going on, she always holds back certain information which she knows is a red flag because she knows that I'm gonna kick off about it, right? It came to my attention that even though my friend had won a free photo shoot, she had actually paid a £40 deposit to go to the photo shoot. Obviously, at the time that I realised this, I was like, you done what now? Sorry. free photo shoot, but it's also £40. At this point, I wanted to just keep my mouth shut and not cause a scene or anything. My friend ended up booking a slot to view the pictures in about 2 weeks' time. As soon as we got out of the studio, I inquired a bit more about this. My friend Tiara said that she'd paid a £40 deposit, but then also because she's won the photo shoot, she gets £90 credit to go towards a purchase. Now, the funny thing is, at no point has this studio provided any form of a price list for the photos. She didn't even get a price list before the viewing. But incidentally, one part that I didn't mention is that whilst we were waiting downstairs, one of their clients was coming out after having one of these viewings and had 2 little sheets of paper. One of them was the price list, and the other one had all of the photos from the photo shoot in the tiniest little squares. When I say tiny, right, we're talking this tiny. You could barely see what the photos were actually of, and the photos, as if they weren't already the most difficult thing to see, they were printed out in the worst quality that I have ever seen. Like, they must have been running out of ink or something, or maybe it's deliberate. So my friend was preoccupied with looking at this pathetic little sheet of paper with all these tiny little photos, and I was like, could I have a look at that price list? So the cheapest thing that you could purchase was £95. Bearing in mind, my friend has got £90 credit to go towards some form of purchase. That £95 can buy you a single photo frame of 1 photo. And when I say a photo frame, I'm literally talking like 7 inches, like that big. Daylight robbery. Absolute daylight robbery. But oh. They had a bronze, a silver, and a gold package. The bronze package was £795, and for that you get 1 free photo in a frame and something like 6 of the photos on a USB stick. The silver package was £995 and the gold package was £1,200. Now, personally, I would expect to have all of the photos in the highest resolution possible, but the thing that got me the most was no matter how much you paid, no matter which package you had, they would not provide you with the high resolution copies to prevent you from getting them printed somewhere else. So the maximum that you could get, even with the £1,200, you could potentially get all of the images on a USB stick, and the maximum that they would blow up to is 10 by 8 inches. To me, that is absolutely disgusting. And to make it even better, they offer you the opportunity to get it on finance, interest-free. Oh, wow, thank you. So we're getting into debt now for photos that can't even be blown up. You can't even put them on a canvas. What is this? I'm just going to put a disclaimer out right now. I really wanted to get the official price list in front of you guys to show you the, oh my god, to show you just how ridiculous this was. The pricing scheme, I am not kidding you, it was ridiculous. But as I said earlier in the video, this was before 2020. I think this happened probably about 2 or 3 years ago. My friend has lost the pricing list. Thanks, Tiara. But here's something to just prove my point. These people are a photography studio. They have a product to offer. So why is it that no matter where I looked, I went on their website, I went on the reviews, I went on their Facebook, I did so much research, and why can I not find a price list? You cannot find a price list for these people. And by the looks of things, most of their custom is people who have won the photo shoots or people who have got a voucher from somewhere. They seem to be just giving away all these free photo shoots. And what makes it worse is they are deliberately picking a specific type of person. Remember how I said at the beginning of the video, my friend, she's very kind. The comment that she left on the competition post was basically saying about how she's got a lot of body insecurity, how the photo shoot would do so much for her and for her confidence. She was making it quite apparent that this photo shoot would help her on an emotional level, like she's emotionally invested in this opportunity. Can you see where this is going? So upon doing my research, I found a few reviews for these people. That's right, I couldn't find a price list, but I can find some reviews, and let me tell you, they're not looking too good. Mrs. T123 left a 1 star, and the title reads, "Rushed and could have done better myself. Having used Ellie Monsoon a couple of times before and finding their work amazing, didn't want to use anyone else. The photo shoot itself felt rushed, and where there is usually lots of props and outfit changes, this time there was nothing. Upon viewing the photos, we were greeted by the salesperson in a pair of socks. She didn't even have shoes on." Okay, right, this person is kind of clutching at straws. But hold up a minute. Rather unprofessional and definitely not what you expect when you're looking to pay out thousands. Usually we are hard pushed to find ones we don't like. This time we were hard pushed to find one we did like. Not good at all, and not a very good selection to pick from. Viewing felt rushed also. Needless to say, we didn't pick any of the pictures and have taken business elsewhere. Right, okay, so that example is just so that you guys can see some tea. There's quite a few bad reviews that I have actually stored on my phone. This one, however, this one rang alarm bells for me. Listen to this. This one's from Cookie176. "Misleading and money grabbing" is the title, and would you believe it's a 1 star. Misleading on the prices. The advertisements led you to believe that the £20 shoot would give you over £100 credit, which sounds like a lot. However, on returning after a very fun shoot, the prices we were told were daylight robbery. This person sounds like me. They're not me. Let me just say this now, but this person sounds like my type of person. I went with £400 and my £130 credit I had with them, and that wouldn't even get me one reasonable sized wall photo. It would probably just about stretch to a desk photo. Disgustingly misleading and trying to emotionally bribe people into buying photos by showing all the brilliant shots first and then stating they will be deleted if not purchased. This is what I mean. These people are picking their victims. Picking them. They're picking people who really, really want some nice photos for themselves, and then they are using unethical tactics. They are manipulating people. They are emotionally, as this person says, emotionally... what's the word? Emotionally bribing people. Let's read on. Further to this, the lady at the shoot on the day told me we would be able to buy digital copies for use on our own computer. It transpired that this is true, but only if we buy a digital frame with it at the cost of over £1,500. These people are going to hell. They're going to hell. I have since looked on the website where there is absolutely no price list. Exactly what I said. There's no price list. There is none. This type of stuff makes me so angry. It's so cruel, you know? This last part just really got me. They put, having to suffer the heartache of seeing wonderful photos of my family and then not being able to afford them and being told in no uncertain terms they would then be deleted is not an experience I would wish on anyone. Misleading, money-grabbing organisation. Save yourself time, heartache and bother and go elsewhere. Now, this is the thing. This is the thing. Even though this was my friend's photo shoot, it wasn't anything really to do with me. I wasn't the one that had to worry about parting with my money, but You guys know me. I'm all about that Libra. I wanted to investigate this. So while my friend was waiting that 2 weeks to go to the viewing, I already knew what was going to happen because I had read the reviews. And I didn't want to upset my friend, but I just rang her and I said, listen, be prepared for this. And I said to her, please, please, please do not allow them to manipulate you into forking out a load of money. Like if she really, really wants a photo shoot, I can do it for her. So she went to the viewing. They pulled the same old trick that they pull on everybody. What she found was that even though she was given that £100 credit, she wasn't allowed to just get that photo frame with one picture. She had to buy more in order for the £100 credit to be valid. Does that make any sense to you? Because it doesn't make sense to me. To me, it just sounds like a big scam. I understand completely that creative work is so much work. Oh my god, like editing and the equipment costs a lot, etc, etc. But I've never known a photography studio to work in this manner. This is something completely different. So the moral of the story is, if something seems too good to be true, it probably is. If a business is refusing to give you a price list, don't trust them at all, and think before you do. Because my friend wasted an entire evening. She got so emotionally invested. She was brought all the way up here with her confidence, only to be dragged back down and to be left with the knowledge that there's a load of gorgeous pictures of her somewhere that have now been deleted, never to be seen again. They no longer exist. It's sad. Anyway, that was my video for today. Little bit of a channel update. Listen guys, I don't really know what I'm doing with my channel at the moment. I'm going through some creative growth. So right now I'm in the mood for spilling tea and stuff. I don't really have any more money to be splurging on clothes. I don't know, I'm kind of feeling like doing some advice videos next. I'm not sure. Who knows? But stick around because regardless, whatever I come up with, I know it's going to be good, so. So on that note, please don't forget to leave me a comment and drop this video a like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. Love you, bye!